Welcome to The Jeweler's View. I'm Courtney Gray, metalsmith, educator, and creative business strategist. After 25 years in the jewelry industry, running one of the country's top metalsmithing schools, coaching artists, advising companies and organizations, and hosting interviews with some of the best in the craft, I finally created the kind of support I wish I'd had from the start. This podcast is a part of that. Each week, I share the lessons I had to learn the hard way so you can build a rhythm that supports your creative work, your values, and the life and business you actually want. Find tools, coaching, and my Transform course at CourtneyGrayArts.com, and let's get to work. Hey friends, it's Courtney. Welcome back to The Jeweler's View. Today, we're diving into something a lot of jewelers tiptoe around. Avoid or run from entirely, approaching galleries and retailers. I can practically feel the collective is in from here. Years ago, I remember standing in front of this beautiful gallery, one that I really wanted to be in. The kind of place that smelled like citrus oil and old wood, with perfect lighting and very calm people walking around in linen pants. I had my little portfolio clutched under my arm, and the second I reached the door, I panicked. Nope. I turned around, I walked straight back to my car, and I remember thinking, why am I so scared? They're literally just people in a building. What is happening right now? And it took me a minute to realize it wasn't fear of the gallery, it was fear of being seen and potentially being judged by someone who knew the industry. So if that's you, if the thought of emailing a gallery makes you sweat, you're in very normal company. But we're going to get you past that today. And if you missed last week's episode about building a cohesive 3 to 5 piece collection, go back and listen to that one next. These episodes work beautifully together. And yes, I still love when you all listen backwards. It helps you connect the dots. All right, let's get into this. Why galleries actually want you to reach out. Let's clear something up first. Most jewelers think galleries don't want them. But here's the truth. Galleries need new artists. They need fresh work. They need pieces and artists that bring people in. They need variety in price, materials, presentation, style, and voice. And many are actively looking. Your work could be exactly what they're hoping for. They just don't know you exist yet. Think of yourself as doing them a favor by reaching out. Seriously, I want you to reframe this. You're doing them a favor by reaching out. So what are galleries looking for, and what do they care about, and what don't they care about? They care about cohesion, like we talked about in episode 58. Clear pricing, like I talk about all the time. Professional photos. Yes, we have to get some professional photos. Your artist POV, or your point of view, and really whether you're reliable and easy to work with. They do not care about how long you've been making, whether you have a fancy studio at home or not, whether you're a full-time maker or a part-time maker, if you're big on Instagram, your follower count, seriously, no one really cares about that. Most jewelers disqualify themselves before anyone else ever would. So let's talk about reaching out, the email. Let's keep it simple. This is where people overcomplicate the hell out of things. Your email does not need to be a dissertation. Here's a simple, warm, effective script that you could start with and fill in your own blanks. Start with a subject like jewelry submission inquiry. Hi, put your name. My name is. Hi, put their name if you have it. I'm a metalsmith jeweler based in, for me, it would be Austin. I've been following your gallery for a while, and I love the artists that you feature, especially name somebody in their gallery. They want to know that you've researched their space, They want to see that you're invested. Okay, so continue with I'm reaching out to see if you're currently reviewing new jewelry for upcoming seasons. My work focuses on here's where you put in your signature element, your materials, or your point of view. And I wanted to share a small selection with you. I've attached 6 to 10 images, web sized, a short bio, wholesale pricing in my terms, and a simple line sheet. If it feels like a fit, I'd love to talk further. If not, thank you so much for taking a look. Warmly put your name or your signature. Of course, include your website and if you have one, your Instagram handle. That's it. Short, sincere, professional, direct. You're not selling your soul. You're not begging. You're giving them the information they need to say yes. So, this is a transform tip I use with students and members all the time. If you don't have a line sheet ready, send a tiny intro folder, even on Google Drive is fine. Include one PDF with 6 to 10 photos of your work, one page with materials and prices, one short artist statement, one paragraph about your process, how you work. Keep the folder updated so the link stays current. You can use this all the time. This will make future outreach way easier. Okay, what to say if you don't hear back? And this is going to happen. Brace yourself. Listen, galleries are slow. They're understaffed. Sometimes they're single staffed. They're juggling installations, clients, events, broken lights, marketing, you name it. Silence is not about you. I'm going to say that again. Silence is not about you. Here's a gentle follow-up script that feels human and professional. So after 2 weeks, follow up. Hi, insert their name, just checking back in to see if you had a chance to review my work. No rush at all. I know things get busy. If you're still open to reviewing new artists, I'd love to hear your thoughts when you have a moment. Warmly insert your name. Now, if you still get silence after 2 more weeks, move on. That's not your place. And that's a blessing. You want a gallery who actually wants you. Here's a little pep talk. You might need this. When you reach out to galleries, your brain is going to try to protect you by saying, you're not ready, they won't want you, your work is not good enough, you don't have a collection yet, or maybe next year, maybe later when I feel ready. That's your fear talking, not your future. Inside Transform, I always remind the students of this. You're not trying to impress everyone. That is like shooting darts into the dark. You're trying to find the right match, the right people. That's it. And if you're heading into the new year thinking, I want support as I step into this discomfort, my one-on-one coaching is designed exactly for this. We work through all of this, my friend, gallery outreach, pricing strategy, building your presence, all the behind the scenes moves that matter. If that feels right, I'm here. Reach out. And keep an eye out for Transform, which will open up next spring. Okay, here's your action step for this week. I want you to choose one gallery or retailer, just one, not 20, and do one of these. Research them, make sure your work fits their gallery. Draft your email, organize your photos, maybe write your bio if you don't have it updated, prep your pricing sheet, or send the actual email. One step, my friend, not 10. Because once you send that first one, the next 10 get a lot easier. This does get easier, I promise. Things are uncomfortable when they're new. Change is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Welcome to the human race. Now, galleries and retailers are not these big, intimidating gatekeepers. They're just people curating a space. And many of them would be thrilled to discover a new artist who's doing work from the heart. Thanks for listening, friend. Go send that email or one of the other items on the checklist. I'm going to put these emails in the show notes so you can scroll down and copy paste and make your own version. And remember, your work belongs in the world, not next year, right now. Talk to you soon. Onward and upward. Thanks for listening to The Jeweler's View. If today's episode gave you something to think about, consider sending it to a friend or share it on social and tag me at Courtney Gray Arts. You'll find tools, coaching, resources, and the Transform course at CourtneyGrayArts.com. And if no one's told you this lately, remember, you're not behind. You're becoming exactly the kind of maker your business needs. And that kind of depth, it takes time. I'll be back next week, same time, same tough love. Onward and upward.
A night of singing bowls and stories untold. Yeah, here's to the dreams and how we make them. To howling at the moon, to worries and loss, sitting in solitude, feeling a little bit pissed off. Here's to the grace we have awakened.